Hello everybody, I am Mohammad Azhar Iqbal Nawalgund, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, Government First Grade College, Mundargi. This is our 12th session on interference. Today in this session we are going to study the Michelson's interferometer. Michelson's interferometer. Michelson's interferometer is an instrument in which the phenomenon of interference is used to make precise measurements of wavelengths or distances. Principle. In Michelson's interferometer, a beam of light from an extended source is divided into two parts of equal intensities by partial reflection and refraction. These beams travel in mutually perpendicular directions and come together after reflection from plane mirrors. The beams overlap on each other and produces interference fringes. This is the Michelson's interferometer instrument or setup. Michelson interferometer consists of two highly polished mirrors M1 and M2 and two plain glass plates A and C. A is a beam splitter. The red side of the plate A is half silvered in such a way that the light which is coming from the source S is equally reflected and transmitted by it, and C is a simple plain parallel compensating glass plate having the thickness as A. The two plates A and C are held parallel to each other and kept at an angle of 45 degree with the mirror and the incident mirror M2 and the incident light. The mirror M1 is mounted on a carriage and it can be moved exactly parallel to itself with the help of the handle which is attached to the micrometer screw. The distance through which the mirror M1 is moved can be read on the scale or graduated scale drum attached to the attached to the screw. The displacement of the order of 0.1 micrometer or 1000 degree angstrom can be read very easily. The plane mirrors M1 and M2 have fine screws which can make the two glasses or the two mirrors M1 and M2 exactly perpendicular, or we can make M1 and M2 exactly perpendicular with the help of these screws. The interference bands are observed at the field of view of the telescope. This is the construction of the Michelson interferometer. Now the working of the Michelson interferometer. A light from a monochromatic source renders parallel with the convex lens, passes through the lens L and made it to fall on the glass plate A, which is held at an angle of 45 degree to the source of light or the incident light. The light is partially reflected along AM1 and partially refracted along AM2. These two beams moving mutually perpendicular to each other are reflected back by mirrors M1 and M2 and trace their paths and reach the plate A. The ray reflected from M2 is again reflected from A and the ray from M1 is transmitted through A and passes through the eye or passes to the telescope. From figure it is clear that the ray which is starting from S and goes to the telescope after reflection from M1 is passes through the glass plate A 3 times. When it falls on A at the lower surface, it passes through the glass plate A and here at the back of A, it is reflected and passes through the glass plate A second time and goes to the mirror M1 or falls on the mirror M1, and again it is reflected back from the M1 and goes through the plate A three times, third time, and goes to the telescope. In the absence of the glass plate C, the ray which is coming from the M2 and goes to the telescope is passes through the glass plate A only once. When it falls and passes through the glass plate A once and goes to the M2 in the absence of the glass plate C. If we keep the glass plate C, which has the same thickness as A and is parallel with the A and inclined at an angle of 45 degree with the mirror M2 and the incident light. Here the ray passes and goes to the telescope, passes through the plates and falls on the mirror M2 and goes to the telescope is also passes through the glass plate three times. When it falls on A, passes through A and goes to the glass plate C, and again it is passes through the glass plate C second time and goes to the mirror M2. Again at mirror M2 it reflects back, goes to the glass plate C, and this is the third time it is passing through the glass plate and goes towards A. At the back of A it reflects towards the telescope. When the mirror M1 is moved parallelly on the carriage, the reading can be read on the scale, on this scale. When you move the mirror, when the mirrors M1 and M2 are exactly perpendicular, in the telescope we will see the two images. One is the M1, another one is the image of M2, that is your M2 dash. The two mirrors M1 and M2 have a very narrow thin film. When the arms of M1 and M2 are equal, or that means they coincide, the film will appear dark. When they have a finite distance, M1 and M2 have some finite distance of path, they have a circular fringes. If you make one of the mirror M1 or M2 slightly inclined, you will get a wedge shaped air film. Here you will get the straight fringes. That working is, this is the working of the Michelson interferometer. Next, construction. Simple Michelson interferometer is as shown in figure. Michelson's interferometer consists of two highly polished mirrors M1 and M2 and two plain glass plates A and C arranged as shown in figure. A glass plate A is a beam splitter. The rear side of the mirror A is, or the glass plate A is, half silvered so that the light from the source S is equally reflected and transmitted by it. And C is a simple plain parallel compensating glass plate and having the thickness as A. The two plates A and C are held parallel to each other and are inclined at an angle of 45 degree with respect to mirror M2. The mirror M1 is mounted on a carriage and can be moved exactly parallel to itself with the help of a micrometer screw attached to the handle H. The distance through which the mirror M1 is moved can be read with the help of a graduated scale drum attached to the screw. Displacements of the order of 0.1 micrometer, that is of 1000 degree extron, can be easily read. The mirrors M1 and M2 can be made perfectly perpendicular with the help of a fine screws attached to them. The interference bands are observed in the field of view of the telescope. Working. Light from a monochromatic source render it parallel beam by passing it through a lens L is made to fall on a plate A, inclined at an angle of 45 degrees to the incident light. The light is partially reflected along AM1 and partially transmitted along AM2. These two beams moving mutually perpendicular to each other are reflected back by the mirrors M1 and M2 and retrace their paths and reach the plate A. The ray reflected from M2 is again reflected from A, and the ray from M1 is transmitted through A, and these two rays travel along the same direction and are received by the eye. From the figure, it is clearly seen that a light ray starting from the source S and undergoing reflection at the mirror M1 passes through the glass plate A 3 times. On the other hand, in the absence of the glass plate C, the ray reflected at M2 travels through a glass plate A only once. To compensate this optical path, a glass plate C of same material and same thickness is arranged parallel to A in the path of the second beam. The mirror M1 is fixed on a carriage and can be moved with the help of a handle H. The distance through which the mirror M1 is moved can be measured with the help of micrometer screw attached to the handle. If the mirrors M1 and M2 are perfectly perpendicular, the observer's eye will see the image of M1 and M2 through A. There will be an air film between the two images, and the distance between them can be varied with the help of the handle H. In this case, the fringes will be perfectly circular. If the path traveled by the two rays is same, then the field of view will be completely dark. If we look into the instrument from the telescope, we see mirror M1, and in addition, we see a virtual image M2' of mirror M2. Depending on the positions of mirrors image M2' may be in front of or behind or exactly coincident with mirror M1. If the two images of M1 and M2 are inclined, the air film between them has wedge shape and straight fringes are observed. When the handle H is rotated, the fringes cross the center of the field of view of the observer's eye. If M2 is moved through lambda by 2, one fringe will cross the field of view. Applications of Michelson's interferometer. Michelson's Morley experiment is the best known application of Michelson's interferometer. Second one, they are used for the detection of gravitational waves. Michelson's interferometers are widely used in astronomical interferometry. In this session, we have seen the Michelson's interferometer instrument and the construction and working of the Michelson's interferometer. On the basis of this session, we have some multiple choice questions. Question number 1. A glass plate C is used to dash the path difference. Option A, compensate. Option B, reflect. Option C, transmit. Option D, none of the above. The correct option is option A, compensate. The textbooks which are referred for these sessions are Textbook of Optics by Brijlal and Subramaniam, Refresher Course in Physics by Arora, Optics by D.S. Mathur. Thank you.